Hey, everybody. I was just saying, last Sunday, great game.
Great games. Everybody got a week off, from the rain. Oh, my goodness, this rain.
Another week off.
I get another week off,
We're coming to you just before the Memorial Day weekend, so there'll be no show next week.
Yeah.
And we'll just have to.
I know you're all very upset about that.
I know, especially our viewers in Indonesia.
That's right.
Yeah, they're really upset.
We'll give you something.
But we'll get caught up during the following week. And we'll get caught up.
Yeah, we'll get you.
So before we get started, and believe it or not, we have a lot to do today.
We do.
We actually do. We'll be right back after our new sponsor. You like bagels?
Check
we
it
got
out.
them.
There is nothing like a warm, fresh bagel first thing in the morning. Whether it's piled high with eggs and bacon, fluffy mounds of cream cheese, or slathered with rich, creamy butter, the perfect bagel is the perfect way to start your day. And here at Howard's, we know just how important it is that your morning start off just right. So if you're off on your way to work, looking for a cup of coffee made just the way you like it, or you just need that extra something to make today special, Howard's is here not just for breakfast, but also for lunch with all of our signature sandwiches. We also deliver and are a great choice for all catering occasions. And we also have the sweetest bakery around. So come on down to Howard's. Bagels, bakery, and deli. We have everything you need to make sure that you have a delicious day.
Hey, okay, so we're going to start off with the review of last week's games, and we're going to start with the full contact flag 8-on-8 because there were a lot of things happening.
Yes, there was.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull my standings thing out too because there were some changes.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a shakeup. I mean, some people falling, going up and down. This is turning out to be a very competitive, very, very competitive 8-on-8 this year.
It is, and let's start. The Usos pitched a 3-hitter.
There we go.
Shut out the Wolfgang 7-0.
Hey.
On a couple of home runs. No,
but Usos, they needed this win. They needed a win, man. This is their first win of the season. We're in week 7 already, so they really needed this win right here.
Well, you know what's funny? The Usos needed a win. The Wolfgang needs to score a point.
They do. Yeah.
They need to score a point. Come on, guys.
Yeah, the Wolfgang has definitely taken a step back this season.
You got some good players on this team, and I can't believe that they can't find a way into the end zone.
Yeah, we've talked about them before that we really thought they were taking steps in the right direction this season. I don't know, maybe they just don't have the right guys this season, but it seems they've taken that step back, and that's sad to see because this team was really starting to get a little momentum.
Yeah, 2 years ago
they weren't winning a lot, but they were really
they were hanging in.
They were very competitive.
They were in every game.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And that's changed.
See what happens. Hey, they could turn it around in the playoffs. You never know.
And our second game on the score list here was a forfeit.
Yeah, that's rough too.
Unable to field a team last Sunday, so the Hawkeyes
expressed. And this was one of those teams we talked about last week. Especially this game. Both these teams needed a win, big time. Yeah. They were kind of dead right there in that middle. Trying to get over the hump to get into the top 4 playoff. Express that. That's rough on them.
We talked about them during the season, and this is a season where, I don't know, it really seemed like they weren't interested.
Yeah.
They come down, they play, we win, we lose, we lose. That's not the Express.
No.
The Express like to lay it on the field. So,
yes, they do.
I don't know. We'll have to move on.
Yep.
Well, guess who's not flying under the radar anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
We had said the All-Stars were flying under the radar, and then they pop up and hand the Kodiaks.
They're second in a row. Yeah, this, All-Stars, again, I think they're back. I talked about them last season. Something's wrong. Last 2 seasons, something's wrong. They're back.
And
they are back.
And believe it or not, guys, you're going to know who you're playing in 10 days because on this week in the ACFL,
exclusive,
we have the matchups.
Yes.
For the games 10 days from now. The field's still maybe yet to be determined, but the matchups are there.
So you can go scout those teams we've already covered.
You have a 10-day advance notice on who you're going to play. Once again, Mike McSee.
Yeah.
The undercover agent.
That's right.
This stuff out. Okay, so another Huge game.
But, yeah.
Bulldogs over the Warriors.
A needed game by the
man.
Bulldogs,
And then,
a big-time needed game.
I'm going to tell you, this has got to be the Bulldogs' biggest win in 4 years.
Yeah. Warriors, a week ago, they were sitting at the top all by themselves. This was big. This was a nice shake-up week, like we were saying. Bulldogs, that was another team we were saying need a win.
Yeah.
If they want to get over that hump, they need to get a win to get into that four-round tournament.
So far, it's still 4.
Right. As of now, it's still 4,
as of
and
now,
then against the 8. But, yeah, we never know. Things can change. We're there, but for now, it's the 4. But, yeah, they needed this, and that was a step for them to get in there. Now they're sitting at 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
Still need. They still have 2 games left for them. That's big. That's big. Especially the other teams above them already are in week. They've already played their 7 games. They have 1 game. They could jump the Kodiaks. If the Kodiaks stumble one more time, say next week, and we'll go over that schedule in a minute. But yeah, Bulldogs could jump up into that to the top 4 there.
I tell you, and don't forget, and I had to be reminded by JT of this. The 8-man flag is actually a 9-week season because of the bye.
Yep.
So where they will still be, quote unquote, in their last regular season games,
right,
other teams will be starting playoffs.
Yep.
So it's going to be a
interesting
mad jumble.
Yes, it is.
Select games to film, right?
It is
not easy. A team we said needed to prove they could step up,
yes,
and they didn't.
Yeah, Bankers. I don't know. I was feeling them in the beginning. But it seems like they're back to their old ways. This is another team taking that step back. They were looking real good in the beginning of the season. They rolled off 3-4 in a row, something like that. And now, they're 4-2, dropping down. Took one to a team that they couldn't afford to lose to because they were right there neck and neck with Plan B. They couldn't afford to lose this for seeding purposes. Now they have that game over them. That tiebreaker.
And again, Plan B was another team after 2 weeks. Who are these guys?
Yeah, who are these guys? Oh, come on, guys. Hey, give them the old college try.
But new blood in here. And then they kind of drifted. Now they're playing well again, and they're at 3-3.
They're up at the 500, yeah.
An up and down season for a new. I'm going to call them a new team.
Yeah, it's a new team, I believe, unless it's those transfer teams.
You go 3-3 in the contact. You're playing 500.
You're playing pretty good
in this league.
You're doing pretty good, especially first year out. And
then we announced that the Canes were going to get the forfeit win over Sharkies.
And that helps them to move into first place.
And
tied right now. Or actually, they have the game over the All-Stars already.
They have a tiebreaker, or they beat
so in a tight game, right?
2-point game.
Yeah, 12-10, something like that. It was close. Came down to kicks at the end, but now the Canes with that bye, or not bye, but with that forfeit, now that shoots them up into first place.
Well, when we look at the schedule, we're going to see what might happen in this thing.
Yeah.
Because there are some teams that will be playing their final game of the season, I believe.
Some, yeah. Like the Canes will be doing it. All-Stars have their last game, right? Warriors, Kodiaks, they're on their last games coming up. So it's interesting.
It is. Let's go on to the touch.
All right.
And the Banana Slugs.
Ooh.
Who were waiting for me
at
the field.
Oh, I bet. Did you pick them this week?
No,
you must have picked them this week because that's the only.
No, I abdicated. If you play the tape back, I abdicated from this.
That's right. I know.
Not saying anything, but no Luigi.
No Luigi. Big difference. I mean, Scotty stepped in there, and he had to do that in the playoff game, I believe, last season or 2 seasons ago. He had to step in. It's tough. Ozone was all over them all game.
A couple of weeks ago, we said, a lot of people don't realize how tough it is when your quarterback's not there. You just can't throw. Now, Scotty, he's a good guy. He tried to do his best. But you can't throw somebody in there and say, okay, you're quarterback and go win the game.
Yeah.
You can't
That's
do
tough.
it. You can't do it.
And Ozone is not a slouch team. This isn't like this was the bottom feeder of the touch right now. So, and they took advantage of it. That defense had a couple picks. I believe a pick for 6 at least once. So, it was a rough day for the Slugs.
The quarterback of the Ozone got mad at me because
you're you.
No, not because of this game. Not because of this game. He also plays on the 6-on-16 throwbacks.
Okay.
So remember I was saying that I had picked the Purple Label to win last week because I didn't say. I said that the speed of the Purple Label would probably be too much for the throwback.
Right.
Well, he came up to me at the beginning of this touch game. He didn't even wait for that game. And he said, Joe, how could you say we have no speed? What about me? I said, you're one guy.
You're one guy.
You're one guy. I thought the overall team speed of Purple Label was better than that. But again, we'll get into that.
We'll get into that in a minute, yeah.
8-team easily over the Barracudas.
Yep, 8-team.
Zip.
Sticking Normal A team.
Now we have
5-1.
now the Bucks and the A team are tied.
Yep.
They each have 2 games. This is probably one of the seasons that's going to go on.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So right now they're in a flat-footed tie. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know who's got a tiebreaker. Have they played yet?
Sure. I'm not sure.
But they're both at 5-1, so they both need basically to win out.
Yeah. And these are, I mean,
at least a tie.
these are pretty evenly matched teams, statistically at least, you know, scoring, defense, offense. So it could be interesting. But poor A team, man. I always feel so bad when we start talking about these guys, you know, because they get into the
You're
playoffs.
the mush for them.
They get into the playoffs, and I don't know.
You're the mush for them.
Maybe.
But you know what? Now, do we have to start talking about the banana slugs a little? About the ozone as being one of those I'd rather not play them teams?
I don't know. This was a hard game to really judge them on, especially with no Luigi. You really didn't get to see, you know, like I said, all those interceptions they had. You really didn't get to see the full banana slug arsenal rolling. You know what I mean? Their game plan going. You know, so. I don't know how limited they ran their playbook with Scotty there, but we don't know yet. This is, you know, Ozone are sitting Ozone are sitting at 3-3.
You don't know where to go with them.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with them. I don't know if they're that lion in the weeds type team where they might jump up once, you know, as the season went along and they get into the playoffs now. If this is a team that can jump up and bite, I think the jury's still out on that team.
Okay, and
you know?
Grand Street Slaughterhouse over the Wildcats.
Yeah.
28-10. So Grand Street now moves
game,
to 3-3.
Game they needed.
Ozone 3. So
get them up there.
It's right up there. And when we get back, we're going for bagels. How about we go to pizza now?
All right. Here at Anthony Franco's, we take our food preparation very seriously. With the freshest ingredients delivered daily from the markets at Hunts Point and the finest pasta from one of Brooklyn's oldest pasta houses. We have a large variety of specialty pizzas, pastas, and sandwiches, along with a cozy dining area for your special events. With 2 great locations, 556 Route 17 North, Paramus, and 128 East Main Street, Ramsey. Call 201-447-3999 in Paramus and 201-238-8000 in Ramsey. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, free delivery.
Okay, and we talk about shakeups.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Talk about shakeups. We got to talk about the 6-on-6 because there was some.
My
the
goodness.
games, it seemed like every game was just a matter of a point or two, or I think most of the games were not more than a touchdown.
And a lot of these games were, we need this win this week. Both teams were saying, we need this win this week just to get our standing, get our seedings to a certain spot. And this was a good week for the 6-on-6 as far as matchups go. You know, so let's get into it.
So let's go. The Bears, who we talked about saying, where are the Bears?
Yeah, where are the Bears in their offense? Where are the Bears in their offense?
Where are they going to go? And we got the answer.
They went to Hackensack and hung 33 on the Bruins. That's what they did.
I'll tell you what, this game, I caught glimpses of it in between.
Right.
Bears offense against a good Bruins defense.
A very good Bruins defense.
They went up and down the field.
They must have, 33 points.
Matt was quarterbacking.
Okay.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
He did a really, really good job. And suddenly now, the Bears are at 3-3 with a tiebreaker over the Bruins.
Yeah, only one game, or you could say half a game almost behind the Bruins, but
yeah,
they have that in hand. If they can win out these next two, what would we say? Bears are at 3-3. They still got 2 more games. They win both those out.
They actually, they have 5-3.
You know, Bruins have 1 more. They're at 4-3, so they have 1 more. They have that extra game that they could maybe, boom, just that little jump.
And you know, and the Bruins had the last possession, and they were driving.
Wow.
Jay had them going down the field. They would have had to have get the extra point too.
Yeah.
It's one of them games. The Bears just played.
Bears got a good defense. We've talked about that. Their defense is always solid, man.
Yeah, they got a good defense.
This
but
offense,
we rave about the Bruins defense, though.
the Bruins defense, I think, is definitely one of the better or top notch in the 6-on-6. But yeah, this Bears 33 points.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah.
All right, a game that we thought was going to be close. We thought this game was going to be close.
Right.
The Cobras 21 over Happy Team 14. And Happy Team played well in this game, too.
Yeah.
Beat by a score.
They've Team when these guys were around before, now they're back, and that's how they always were. They hung in there. This is a good athletic team, but Cobras are a tough team. They're one of the top teams since they've entered this league, 3-4 seasons ago?
Yeah, and
I believe
they
it was.
now have closed within one game of the Breed, who had a bye last Sunday.
Right.
So, they're in a mix. Lightning, 4-2. They're in a mix.
Yeah.
Amazingly, the
better believe
Lightning
it.
is still in the mix. Blazers 36, BP 19. And this game went pretty much the way we thought it would.
Yeah, pretty much. BP's trying to find their way, Still 0-7, and the Blazers are that.
They're 6-1. One
You
game,
can't.
one
Yeah,
game
you
behind
can't.
the All-Stars.
Once you fall behind on that team, they are gonna they're gonna jam it down your throat, and they are not gonna give up. And that just adds to even more. That we're losing so much.
Yeah.
Watch out for the Blazers, man. Always. But BP,
BP put up,
and
again,
these are veteran guys though. This isn't a new team. This is so.
they slide
We'll
to
see. Yeah, they
0-7.
slide to 0-7.
And I think they might be a play-in game in that AFC because the AFC has 10 teams.
Oh, never mind.
So they'll probably be part of a play-in situation.
Yeah, they'll have to probably. Yeah, we'll see.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Throwback. Now this game.
This was a very good
This
game. Filmed this
game-
week. We captured this one.
Oh man.
Great game. Up and
tell
down
you-
the field, both
I'll
teams.
tell you what, Jimmy, and in this game, Purple Label got called for a flag, got called for roughing the passer.
Right.
And I mean, Jimmy got leveled. I was on the line that game, and I mean, the guy was legitimately trying to pull the flag, but he lunged into Jimmy, and Jimmy's not an easy guy to knock over.
No.
No, he's got a few LBs on him there.
He's got a couple.
But that resulted in a touchdown. It was it was like a third or fourth down play.
Right.
So that was 15 yards and an automatic first down, and they went in.
That led to it,
This game was back and forth.
This game was back and forth, and you were right. You've talked about this Purple Label team, very athletic.
saw their speed.
That this is a team that we should be watching, and seeing them now out there. You were right, man. This is a very athletic, very fast.
But
Watch out.
But again, and you mentioned this, they're giving up 5 touchdowns
Yeah,
a game.
that's rough.
They got burned Jimmy burned them 4 times on a post corner route.
Yep.
Each time for a touchdown. The Purple Label had a 6-point lead? They were ahead. 11 seconds left in the game. 4th down.
Yeah.
And 11 seconds, and they got burnt on that post corner again, costing the game.
Ugh.
But
Heartbreaking.
when
2-point
they
game.
learn how to play defense,
Watch out.
oh yeah,
This is
they
a watch-out team.
They got speed in the backfield.
They do.
They get confused in their coverages when the ball goes deep.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you had them. I thought
Yep.
you had them. I thought this was your zone, my zone.
Yeah, that's really where they were getting eat up, is these deeper passes. There wasn't a lot of, we're just going to chop down the field. Doop, 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 doop. This was big pass, big pass, big pass.
And you know what?
They locked that down a little more.
And I gotta give more kudos to Jim because he went both ways in this game.
Yeah.
Had a sack.
Look out.
Jimmy had a
man,
sack.
Jimmy.
A diving sack.
Yeah, man.
Took him a half hour to get up, but
hey,
he made the sack, But
Yeah.
good game by the throwbacks. Good fight,
Yeah.
guys.
Good games by both teams. Yeah, both teams,
played well.
very good game. And this was the next game that we also covered at Hackensack, the Savages, Greyhawks. I thought this was a great game. You've been talking about the Savages. This was another team. Watch out. You're right.
And they were short.
They are very athletic.
They were short.
Quarterback
with a big arm.
Big arm, fast receivers. That's a recipe for success right there. And I'll give it up to the Greyhawks. They were very good too. I mean, what are they? They're only 1-5.
They had their quarterback back.
Okay, they're 1-5. You wouldn't think that you thought that this might be an easier game for the Savages. Greyhawks were right there, man. This is, again, and I like seeing these newer teams that are coming in that are starting to show some, hey, watch out, here we come.
The man all day has been around
Oh,
for
right.
As a matter of fact, as long as we're talking about the Savages, there was a call, and this call gets disputed a lot, guys, and we're going to clear it up for you now. In the 6-on-6, now you got to realize that we use high school rules,
Yes.
college rules,
Yes.
NFL rules, all mixed up
And
into
our own
one.
rules.
In the 6-on-6 flag, the rule number 50, if you want to actually read it for yourselves, rule number 50. If a ball carrier, be it a receiver or a running back, is making his way downfield, and during the flag pull, he is held.
Right.
Now, the rule says grabbed by the jersey, but that's just, you can hold the guy by the jersey, by
Right.
the pants, anything. But, sometimes you
Anything.
try to pull a flag, and your hand actually goes inside the flag belt.
Yeah.
And, you naturally pull, and you hold the guy.
Yep.
The rule is this, and this is the rule that people are having a hard time accepting. From the spot of the end of the play, you are awarded 10 yards and you get the down over because there is no automatic first down on holding
There you go.
in the 6-on-6.
There it is.
That's the rule. It's written, rule number 50. Look it up. So,
Look it up.
demand all day. I hope that this clears that up for you, and actually anybody else
Yeah.
that was a little confused, because I know I've made that call a couple of times. You mean they get the yardage and the down over?
Yeah.
Yes, because there's no automatic first down.
There you go. We learned a little something
So
today.
there you go. So I hope that
Learning
clears it up
Corner with
for
Joe.
a few guys. That's
That
it.
was our segment.
I read the
Yeah.
rules.
All right, moving on though.
Broken Trojans.
Close game with the Goonies right there. They hung in there. Goonies hung in 1-point game, 20-19. Goonies.
Goonies have some athletes.
They got some
They got
athletes.
some players.
They're needing that win though. They need a win.
And don't
But
forget,
1-6.
they came in with an 0-2 record.
They did. Yes, that is true. That is
So,
true.
I mean, let's give them a little kudos for helping.
You know,
out.
but Broken Trojan is. I think this is a team we really haven't been talking about. This is one of those middle of the pack teams right now in the 6-on-6, sitting at 4-3. We haven't really
they're
been mentioning them.
above-
They're above 500. They're sitting in 5th place right now, or fifth. They'd be the 5th seed. So this isn't just a
And when
team.
they're- and when they're in the playoffs, the only thing I got to say, Oscar, Oscar, Oscar.
That's right.
Be aware of this little
Hey,
soccer
watch it
player
now.
with the green shoes and everything else,
Yeah,
because he can do it all.
you can. But good, So
And,
there we go with the Broken Trojans going to 4-3. Goonies sticking at 1-6. Hopefully, but that was a close game. 2019.
And a tough day for the Warriors.
Oh yeah.
They get beat by 2 points in the 8-on-8.
Yeah.
And then the All-Stars beat them by 2 points. So they lost 2 games by a total of 4 points.
Oof.
That's tough.
That's a rough day.
But I got to feel that you said something about the Warriors probably being a better 6-on-6 team.
I think they are. I think they are.
And they hung with the All-Stars.
They hung right there. I think again. Watch out. I think that's my wild card pick for the finals. Is the Warriors. They could win it. I really like this team as a 6-on-6 team. We've talked about it. Even if they bring their whole 8-on-8 team and just pick and choose, they got the size, they got speed, they got size on the front, they got a quarterback that can scramble and throw. Watch out. These guys are going to challenge for this title. Mark it down. Write it down.
Okay,
What's
right,
today?
you heard it there.
Boom.
Today is the...
Yeah.
What day is it today anyway?
Oh,
25th,
20
6th or
something. Yeah.
Lightning! And the night snatch gave the Lightning all they wanted in this game.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
must have brought their girls back down. with them to
they
play.
must have. They must have. But this is always the Lightning's problem is their defense. They're going to hang up. They're going to put up 4, 5, 6 touchdowns a game. They cannot. But they're going to give up.
They might need
4,
8
5.
touchdowns.
They might. They might. Now,
Nothing. I'm taking nothing away from the night snatch.
No.
But they were able to make this a closer game than I think the Lightning wanted.
Oh, yes. Definitely. But again, it's this Lightning defense. They got to figure that out. Get a whole other team of just defensive guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell them about this. But that's what's really hindering this team, and that's what's hindered this team since they've been around, since they've been in this league, is they're always in that top 1, 2, 3, 4 in the seeding at the end of the year, and they rely only on their defense. If a team gets out ahead of them, it's over for them. I don't think I've ever seen them with a comeback. any
true.
kind of comeback. And I'm not talking about, oh, well, they were down by a touchdown in the first half, in the first drive of the game. No, that's not. You know what I'm saying. This team does not come back. And it's a shame because it's a talented team, big arm, big quarterback,
Let me
good
tell you,
receivers,
they got-
good size,
nobody
good
talks
team.
Nobody talks about Brisk. Brisk is
Right.
one of the best receivers in the 6-on-6.
Oh, yeah. He's playing the line. He's playing receiver. He's
And
going
I'll
out. He's
tell
doing
you,
everything
you
but
just-
throwing the ball.
Mike just puts the ball in the vicinity
That's
of
it.
Brisk, and he'll come down with it.
Well, yeah, it's
So,
nice
I
having a
mean,
big receiver. In 6-on-6, it's nice having a big-bodied receiver to go against because, a lot of the time the 6-on-6 teams are a little smaller, in stature. Not saying that in a positive way, but in a negative way.
Brisk gets into the end zone, he looks like a center in the NBA.
Yeah,
Plants himself,
and that's
puts up
what's
his hand.
yeah, exactly, and that's what's great about having him out there. And like I said, he's on the line, he's snapping the ball, he's your deep receiver, but it's not their offense. We've said everything I think there is to say about this Lightning offense.
Yep.
They got to do something about their defense if they're going to go anywhere ever in the league as far as championship.
Remember last week I asked you what was wrong with the deja vu?
Yeah.
I can answer that question now.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah,
They hung up
They're
46
back around.
on the
Yeah,
Deadly Assassins. They're 5-2. They could wrap up another 6-win season. I believe that's how many they had last season.
yep.
Two.
This
And,
team, this is
go
a
for it.
good team.
I mean, I don't. Maybe they've been missing guys.
This is
or
a good
whatever.
looking team, maybe. But I mean, how many? They're not missing that much. They're still 5-2.
No, but
you know,
what
it's
I'm saying is, I think they lost 2 in a row.
yeah, but they lost to the Blazers, I believe, early in the year, and then they lost one other game, and maybe that was to the All-Stars. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. I know they lost to the Blazers in like week 4.
What
So
kind of like put us off them was they were 2 in a row.
right, exactly. But and I think the last week or so they've also played. They've been feasting a little on the bottom there.
you
But
play
they're
who's on the
oh, I
schedule.
know that. I'm
Play
not
who's
saying
on
I'm
the
not taking anything away. I think this is a great team. And they're right up there. And you could see it in the standings. You got All-Stars, Blazers, Deja Vu, and Warriors. Those are your top 4 teams right there. And the eye test, yeah, those are the top 4 teams right now, especially in the AFC for the 6-on-6.
Warriors are actually below them right now.
Yeah.
So. All right, so let me see. We took care of the bagels. We had pizza for lunch. How about some steak for dinner?
Better believe it.
Let's go get some steak, and then we'll do the upcoming. We will reveal
upcoming
the upcoming
schedule.
that none of you guys are going to know about until you hear it from us.
Unless you've all talked to JT. Yeah. Anyway.
We'll be right back.
As restaurants come and go, it is rare to find an establishment like Steve's Sizzling Steaks. Steve's has focused on excellent food, comfortable ambiance, and a friendly staff. Times sure have changed since Steve's first opened their doors, but what hasn't changed is the family atmosphere that makes Steve's so special. Open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Located at 620 Route 17 South in Carlstadt, New Jersey, or call 201-438-9677 for your reservation.
Well, here it is, Mike. Hot off the presses.
Hot off the presses.
In our studios here now.
Yeah.
The matchups are definite.
Definite.
The field locations
We have no idea.
might be subject to change because there are teams that play in 2 divisions.
Right.
And you got to put them
Right.
basically very close together. So let's take it from the
Let's
top.
go.
Now the All-Stars are on the list. The All-Stars right now are at 5-1, so this is not
Yes.
their last game of the season.
No.
And they are playing the multiple scoregasms. I said that right.
Yeah, you finally got it right.
And you know what? I gotta like the All-Stars. But
You got to
I'll
like
tell
the
you
All-Stars,
what,
yeah.
They better be careful. Because the Scoresums team comes off a bye week,
They do.
and they're coming off a win.
They are.
So they're gonna be riding pretty high.
Yeah, I hear you, but they got to be riding really high.
Watch
it's all-
this kid Chris.
I understand
Watch
that,
this kid
but this
Chris.
All-Star team is cruising right now.
Chris
I'm going
is the
All-Stars.
quarterback.
Right.
Chris, go out there and have a big game.
There you go. I'm going All-Stars. What do you got?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go All-Stars with an asterisk.
All right, see that?
With an
see
asterisk.
That? Oh, watch out. Yeah, but I'm going. Anywho,
Okay, Wolfgang and the Bankers. The Bankers right now are sitting at 4-2, so this will not be their last game.
nope.
The Wolfgang
Are 1-5,
is
not
hoping-
theirs. Yeah.
Hoping it would be their last game.
But this is one of those games that the Wolfgang could I can't believe I'm about to say all this again, but this is a game that the Wolfgang could actually steal right now. The way the Bankers have been playing the last couple weeks, they're back to...
Let me have what you're drinking.
Yeah, they're back to their normal. I'm just saying it could. All right? Like I said, Bankers are back to that. We can't finish off the game.
Are the Bankers capable enough to score 10 points in this game?
Yeah, I think so.
Then they win.
Yeah.
Then they win. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
I mean, Omar, I love you. You know that. But, man, you got to show score.
I'm going last time. Last time. And if I do it next week, smack me in the head. I'm going Wolfgang.
You're not going to do it next week. Okay. So I'm going Bankers.
All right.
I'm going Bankers. A good game with
Very good game.
With some playoff implications. And it is the last game of the season for the Warriors.
For the Warriors.
And not the last game for so the Warriors. The best they could do if they win this game, which I'm picking them to do, is 6-2.
Right.
With tiebreakers only over the Kodiaks.
It's a good tiebreaker.
Is that correct?
Yes, I believe so.
So they are not going to face the Canes.
Nope.
They lost to the All-Stars.
Yep.
But they beat the Kodiaks. So right now they're sitting where they should be in terms of tiebreakers. They're sitting in third
Right.
now.
But this is Hawkeyes. They needed to get up last week for their game against the Express, even though it ended up being a forfeit. This is another game that they need to be back up on top to get them into the conversation.
No. If they win, they then have the tiebreaker at 6-2 over the Warriors.
Right.
So they would actually jump the Warriors and knock the Warriors out of the top 4 spot.
Because now that Bulldog, and that's what's that Bulldog game may come back to haunt the Warriors. Because right now the Bulldogs are at that cutoff line right there. They're at number 5. They're at that cutoff. Warriors lose this week. Hawkeyes kind of move around. Bulldogs pull off another win. They're going to find themselves back down in.
I can guarantee you this. And again, it depends on where the fields are.
Right.
If the Bulldogs win their game against the Express, they will be wherever this game is to watch it.
Yes. Yeah,
They will be there.
If they can, yes, they will. Yes, they will.
They will.
That's a very important game. Very interesting game. Warriors,
All right, who
Hawkeyes.
are you going with?
Oh, my goodness.
Now, don't forget, the Hawkeyes now have Barry and Robbie Lane.
That's right. You know, I'm usually on the Hawkeyes bandwagon. But the Warriors, they're looking good too this year. I'm going Hawkeyes because I know you're going to take the Warriors.
The only reason I'm going Warriors is because they probably did not play their best game.
Right.
In the Flag 8 last week. They probably did not play their best game.
They probably didn't.
The Hawkeyes, coming off the loss to multiple Scoresums, Scoresums played very well. The Hawkeyes didn't play bad. They only lost by a few points.
Well, Hawkeyes had the bye. I keep calling it a bye. The forfeit. I'll tell you, the Warriors in 2 weeks have a tough week because you got the Hawkeyes playing them in the 8-on-8, and then they got to take on the Blazers in the 6-on-6. Yeah. So is that going to play a factor in it? Which game is going to be first? Are they going to be thinking about the other game instead? So this is
I'm still gonna
big week for the Warriors.
Go Warriors.
All right.
I'm gonna go Warriors here.
This is a really cut it down the middle pick'em game for me. When you start looking at it, because
and the other reason
I think both these teams are really very, very similar, very equal. This is going to be a good game. I have a feeling this is going to be
You might have answered your own question. Moving on to the next field, wherever it might be.
Yeah.
Ozone and the Barracudas. This is an easy one.
Ozone's rolling.
Now, here's what you just said. Sharkies Blazers against the Warriors.
Yes.
Now, you notice that this might be one of the field change games.
Yep, or this could be the...
This could. Oh, you know what?
It could be the hack and sack. We don't know. Yes.
It has to be.
It has to be. Maybe. Don't quote us on that.
I know.
JT, we're not giving out field information.
We're not.
All right.
We don't have it.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, this is again.
But this looks like that would be
right. But this is an important week for the Warriors. They got to really prepare for these games. Hawkeye's a great team, or they're a very good team right now. 4-2, sitting in there in the middle of the pack. That bunched up middle of the pack in the 8-on-8, and then they got the Blazers. And the Blazers are always a tough team. It doesn't matter who you are. Even when the All-Stars play them, or whatever top team there is, this is always a hard game against the Blazers.
Now, and remember,
you can't take them for granted, ever.
But this is Sharkies Blazers' last game.
Okay,
so they could go 7-1, be the best they could do.
Yep.
The Warriors are at 4-2. They have 2 games left. So the best they could do would be 6-2.
Yeah.
and that would tie the Blazers, and they'd get the spot over the
So
Blazers.
this is a more important game, really, for the Warriors.
I'm telling you,
They
it
win
seems
that,
like
boom,
every
they
week-
jump up, and they almost solidified the second seed.
These
you
last
know,
2 weeks are going to be
unless the
killer.
All-Stars lose this week against, they got a tough game too. They got deja vu. So we got the top 4 teams each playing each other in 2 weeks.
Talk about Final Four. Huh?
Good job, schedule makers.
So again, Sharkies, Blazers, Warriors. What are you doing?
I'm going Warriors on this one. Yeah.
Their 6-on-6 game will be before their Flag 8 game.
That's all right. I'm going Warriors, man. The Warriors, I think, are physical enough, and they got enough speed in the backfield on defense to hang with the Blazers.
I'm going to go Blazers because if they win the game, they still got a shot
They do.
at first.
Yeah, and they'll probably be rooting for them, putting on their deja vu hat and rooting for them if they beat the Warriors this week.
Let me tell you something. Remember the movie Ben-Hur?
Yeah.
When he was down rowing the boats.
All right.
Did you notice who was playing the guy that was doing this
No.
fast? That was Robbie Lane.
Oh.
He will not ease up on the hammer.
No, he will not.
He will not ease up on the hammer.
That team definitely does not give up. They don't care if they're up 100-0. They don't care.
'Cause their offense knows how to go
They're
one way.
driving it in one more time. All right.
Broken Trojans and the throwbacks. Now, again, the broken Trojans.
Again, 2
Are
4-3 teams.
2 4-3
Right
teams.
there in the middle. So this is going to affect the seeding.
This is
Regardless.
a seeding game.
This is.
I said something about the throwback speed, and I caught a little grief for it. But in this game, to me, the X factor,
Okay.
Oscar.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with the broken Trojans.
All right.
Jimmy, prove me wrong again.
I'm going
You know,
throwbacks.
You love proving me wrong.
I like,
so here's the
I like that they do have a little bit of speed out there, as you were told, lectured, reminded. I don't know too much, really, I don't know too much about the Broken Trojans. I got to see the throwbacks a little bit. I'm just going to go throwbacks just because. There's not much difference, again, in these two teams. They're almost mirror images of each other, almost. So, interesting game. Very interesting game.
There's another interesting game on another field somewhere.
Somewhere.
Express and the Bulldogs. Now, are the Express probably have resigned themselves to the fact that they're going to be in the below the four-man team, 4 teams.
Right.
So if they've resigned themselves to the fact that they're going to be there,
Right.
and this game means absolutely nothing to them.
They can also be spoilers right now.
But are they
Did I
going to?
jump that?
If they show up, are they showing up to play? And if they're not showing up to play, are they going to show up?
Well, if the Express shows up, they're showing up to play. If they don't show up, obviously, but this isn't a team that just
Okay,
comes.
so
They
both teams-
usually don't come and just half-ass
Let's
it.
go like this. Both teams at full strength.
Right.
I'm taking Express.
I would take the Express myself too.
Full strength only.
Full strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's another good one. Here's the Plan B and the Canes. Now the Canes. Which
going
Plan
Canes.
B? No, I know that. But which Plan B team is going to show up? I don't think. Now the Canes really control their own destiny.
Yeah,
So if they win 2 more games, they're in.
they're in.
They're the champs. They're the number 1 seed.
They hold it over a game over the All-Stars already. They already beat them this season. This Canes are going to be too much for Plan B, I believe.
Yeah. I
You know,
think
they've gotten.
Plan B will show up and play hard.
Wally's getting back. He's getting more comfortable. We say it every week. They're getting a little more. Boom, 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 and now look at them. They're 5-1, in first place.
And have given
What else is new, right?
all of 41 points.
Yeah, giving up.
Yeah.
All right,
Guys saying
41
the same
points.
thing.
I know.
Wildcats an A-team. Well, I'm going to go A-team. I think that's an easy one.
Yeah, I'll go A-team. Hopefully we
All
don't
right.
mush them. It's not the playoffs yet, right? I'll go
Moving
A-team.
on, moving on to field number wherever.
Wherever.
Bucks in the Grand Street Slaughterhouse. Bucks are going
Bucks.
to win.
Yep, we'll take the Bucks in that one.
And they'll both be 6-1 going into their last week.
Yep.
So that'd be interesting.
Interesting,
schedule thing
interesting.
there, right?
Yeah.
New breed and happy team. Well, after speaking with Greg Sunday and realizing what new additions they have, he told
Right.
me exactly who they were from the Zombies.
Okay, Yombies, yeah.
I gotta go new breed here, and new breed with a win goes to 6-1.
Yep. They'll pretty much wrap that
They'll
up.
pretty much wrap that up.
Yeah, I'm going to go New Breed too. But, Happy Team is going to keep this. This is going to be a
Oh, they
tight
always
game.
play tough.
This is going to be a tight game. So, they may jump up and grab one. Because one of these tight games eventually has to roll their way, right? I mean, yeah, you would think. But, yeah, New Breed's having a good year, man. Putting up almost 200 points for the whole season. They're looking good.
Yeah.
They're looking like the New Breed.
They are.
You know?
And with New Breed Plus.
Yeah,
New Breed Plus.
it's the perfect name for this team because it's always a new team, it seems like, every year, every season.
And
a couple hangovers here and there, but it seems like they're always bringing in new people. New Breed. Oh, wow.
The Bennetts.
Bennetts and
they're-
BP. I'll take the Bennetts on this one.
Well, boy, that was quick.
Yeah, I've seen BP. They're struggling a little bit. They're struggling a lot of bit.
Well, this is the wrap up for
0-7.
the Assassins.
We're
We're going to have the Bennett boys here.
all right. Yeah, it's about time. I haven't heard from them in a
Here's
while.
what's going to happen. We will have the Bennetts after their playoff run is over. If they
Okay.
get eliminated in week 1,
We'll bring 'em in.
We'll bring them in.
A little commentary.
I don't want to disrupt them if they do.
Yeah. That's true.
We like the Bennetts.
All right.
Even though they don't like each other. All right. So I am going to go BP in that game.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
think
Oh,
the
you're going to go BP?
I'm
All
going
right.
BP. I think BP gets a win.
Get on. All right.
All right. Cobras versus the Lightning. And
This
here
is
it
going to be the highest scoring game
I'm
ever.
taking the over. You know what?
I mean-
you know what movie these guys are going to watch the night before
Yeah.
the game? Shootout at the OK
Oh,
Corral.
my goodness. These are
fight
two
with the OK Corral.
teams love offense.
These
they should just-
quarterbacks are going
yeah.
to come out slinging.
Oh, my goodness. This is going to be arena football. This is going to be it, man. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Watch, it turns out to be like a 10-7 game.
And meanwhile, the
whatever it is.
Cobras, though, as far as winning this game, they locked themselves up.
They are both 4-2. So this.
So this is a tiebreaker
Once again,
Again,
I'm
game's
gonna.
a tiebreaker.
I gotta give it up to JT this year, man. He did a great job with the scheduling. It seems like every week there is not just a handful, a few big games. There's a lot of big playoff implication, high-seeded teams working against each other. So good job, JT. I want to give you a little shout out right there,
Little
buddy.
kudos to
Yeah.
JT. All right.
But
and
Cobra Lightning, woo!
Cobra
This
Lightning?
is gonna be.
And this is it, man.
This is gonna be
shootout
offense. I'm
city.
going Cobras.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
right.
hear that, Brisk? Your number one fan is jumping off the bandwagon.
Unbelievable. I call it down the middle, man. I call it how I see it.
Well, if I pick the Lightning, it looks like a pity pick,
Oh.
but I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
I'm going to go
All
with
right.
the Cobras also.
Yeah, I think the Cobras, this is going to be like
They're
a
right-
45,
they're right behind
42
the Breed.
game. You know what I mean? This is, whew.
Up there.
Yeah.
Bruins nice snatch. I think the Bruins rebound.
Oh,
this
definitely.
week.
I think the Bruins, Bruins they're not going to lose 2 in a row.
And whoever the Bruins, if the Bruins win this game, they'll be tied with somebody for the third spot.
Yeah, they'll be tied with either the Lightning or the Cobras.
Right.
You know, because one of those teams is going to lose. Say the Bruins win, they're going to finish off their season at 5-3, and either the Cobras and the Lightning are going to be 5-3 also. So, I think they're looking. I believe, though, I could be very wrong here, probably, but I believe the Bruins have beaten already the Lightning and the Cobra.
Yes.
So they could, with a win, they're in. They're in the second seed. That's the best they can do right now. So this is a very big game for them, and I think they kind of got lucky with their opponent for week 8, 7, 8, 7, whichever it is for them.
Purple Label in the Goonies.
I'm going Goonies.
Oh, man.
Just cause.
You just told me how great the Purple
I
Label
know,
team
but
was.
you know what? They need a little support. These Goonies need a little support. But yeah, the Purple Label is looking good. They looked very good. They are 1-5. Goonies are 1-6.
Should be
Goonies
two,
need
should
to
be
put
2
up
and 4.
Yes.
11 seconds, guys. 11 you play
seconds.
defense
Should
till
be,
the
but they're
horn
not.
blows.
Yeah, well, meh. But I'm just going Goonies just cause.
All right.
Just cause.
Greyhawks and the Bears. I'm going to go Bears here because now the Bears are getting on that late season run.
Yeah.
They won a game that, Mike, they won a game that we didn't think they were going to win.
I understand that.
They were 3-3. They have a chance.
But
to
how many
finish
games did
5-3.
they lose that we thought that they were going to win this season? At least 3, as we can point out that they're 3-3 right now. So, and I like the way the Greyhawks looked out there.
played well.
They played very well. Very athletic team. I
But
think.
I think Matt's got the Bears rolling.
All right, I'm going to go
think
Grey
they're
Hawks
gonna
with this.
I'm gonna go Bears.
All
I'm
right,
going Bears.
nice. We got a little separation here this week.
All right.
And now I
Deja
think,
Vu and the All-Stars. Hello. How do you do?
yeah, and like I said, the top 4 teams playing each other in the AFC and the 6-on-6. That's great. All-Stars, they win. Once again, they've wrapped up another season championship.
And this is the All-Stars final game.
It
of the
is their
season.
final game, yes. Same with Deja Vu. It's their
6-on-6,
final game,
it's their
too.
final game, too. So now, here's what happens here.
A lot can happen just in these 4 teams. You know, All-Stars lose, they drop down, Blazers win. Now they've, boom, boom, boom. We're bouncing all over the place. Who knows?
You know when we're going to shake this out? 10 days from now, Sunday night, about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because then
This-
everything will be crystal clear. Now, who gets the buys this week, Mike?
That I don't know.
I'm looking at these teams, and I'm trying to look quickly at who's not playing.
They all look like they're playing.
Scoresums are playing.
Kodiaks are.
Kodiaks are not playing.
Okay.
So the Kodiaks are getting a bye
Usos,
this
I don't
week.
think, are playing this week.
And I didn't see the Usos anywhere
Yeah.
either. So the Usos and the Kodiaks.
Savages,
getting a
I believe,
bye.
have a bye.
Savages, I did not see. Yeah, we said the Savages,
We
didn't
did?
we?
I don't know.
No, we didn't.
This
Okay.
is good TV, man.
So this is.
Yeah, so
Savages.
there's a couple teams. Yeah, I think. But
Well, anyway, the teams that are playing.
Deja Vu All-Stars. What do we got? What do you got?
Okay, well, geez,
That's where we're up to.
man.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go All-Stars. As much as I like the way the Deja Vu look, All-Stars are one of those teams, especially in 6-on-6, you can't pick against unless the fix is in. You know what I mean?
Now I'm gonna go on a long shot.
All right, break it down for
I'll tell
me.
you why. The All-Stars will know before they play this game
Yeah.
if Sharkies Blazers has won.
Yeah,
They'll know.
they will. They will.
Okay? If Sharkies Blazers lose, the All-Stars can't lose. They
No,
can't
yeah.
lose first place. So, are they going to kill themselves in this game? Are they going to kill themselves in this game?
Yeah, but I don't think it's killing them. I think they just play their game. The only way that I see them losing this game is if it's, and we've seen Titano do this before, if it's they need the 2 points to win it instead of the extra point to tie it to go into overtime. Titano's going to go for that 2-point conversion. That really is the only way that I see that the All-Stars
Okay, so
lose
here's
this
what
game.
I'm going to do.
It very well may happen.
No.
But
If Sharkies Blazers win,
yes,
I'm going All-Stars.
you can't do that.
Why? It's 10 days before the game.
Exactly. Okay. So
Well, you
we'll
just
coin
said
flip
that's
it.
true.
I know it is, but I'm just saying I'm going All-Stars. I'm going regardless. But if this team
doing-
wins
well,
and
yeah,
then
I'm doing-
if it's 62 degrees out and a little light
you know-
mist,
you know
I'm
what-
going to go.
you
And
know
if they're
what- you know
using
what-
a
wait a
Spalding
second,
ball
wait a second.
or a Wilson
Let me
ball,
educate you on betting. Okay. you ever hear of what's called a hedge bet?
Yeah.
You guys out there that gamble, you know what a hedge bet is, right? You bet a lot of money on what you really believe is going to happen, and then you bet a little money on
hear
what
you.
might happen.
so who are you taking?
So I'm hedging with the All-Stars.
Okay.
All right.
All-Stars it is.
I'm hedging with them.
All right.
All right. So, guys.
Good
again,
week. In 10 days, we got some great games.
You got the schedule. You know who you're playing. And, man, is this going to be a wild show 10 days? Well, actually,
Yeah,
14
we're not even into the playoffs yet.
14 days from now is our next show. We got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, guys, enjoy the Memorial Day weekend.
Have a
And
great
to the
time. Be
veterans-
safe.
To the veterans that play in the ACFL and any family members that
Yep.
were veterans, thank you very much for your service. And to the veterans out there who are just fans and watch the games,
Thank you.
thank you very much for your service, too. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. McSee,
All right.
have a great holiday.
I will.
And one last note. I thought we were going to get out of here clean. The ACFL, and this is kind of like a special thing.
right.
Yeah. The ACFL is sponsoring on a very small level now an indoor league, 6-on-6 flag, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And the facility is weatherproof. You'll never get rained on. You'll never get snowed on. No games will ever be
sunburn
canceled.
or-
Sunburn.
Nothing. Nice.
Their championship game is this Wednesday. I'm going to have JT post the location of the championship game. I don't have it in front of me in case you guys want to go see it. It will be filmed, so you'll be able to see it on camera. And it might be something that we could do in between seasons.
I like it.
You know, like, look, the Winter League is not
I am
really
not filming outside in the winter.
doing as good as we'd like it to do because of what Mike said. If he don't want to film, you don't want to play.
At least they're running around. I'm sitting in one spot.
Exactly. So, again, this would be a good chance in the wintertime
Yeah.
to go indoors,
Yes.
stay in shape, keep moving.
Boom.
You know? But check it out.
Check it out.
When we film it, and we'll have more on this in 10 days. We'll get a little bit more filling. But
Yeah.
this is something that we'd like you to watch.
Yeah.
All right? So, again, for the final time, have a great holiday.
Yes.
Mike, will see you in a couple of weeks.